Hello, friends. Welcome to the Pep Talk once again. Remember, in my last episode, I had talked about training need analysis, TNA. What better module to talk about than ROI, return on investment, on the training program that your company has just began or is planning to do or has already done. So, in today's episode, I'm going to talk clearly in details about return on investment. I know for freelance trainers, it's a common word you hear when you meet the various company executives who take decisions on training. HR people or higher up leadership group definitely ask you, all right, the program is well designed, but what's the ROI for us? Or if you are an in-house trainer or a training department, your seniors go to board meetings and hear this when they roll out extravagant, big, nicely planned calendar of training for the employees. Without wasting time, let me share my screen with you and show you the PowerPoint presentation that I have prepared for this purpose. All right, here we go. ROI, return on investment. I'm talking about in the training field. So, do you know how to calculate ROI? What is ROI? Why people ask what is our ROI? What am I going to get out of this training in terms of ROI? Are these valid questions? Yes, they are. So let's look at some aspects. One, definitely training feedback, whether the trainees who have attended the training have liked or disliked the training program, is a part of the ROI calculations. Yes, it is. Point number two is training effectiveness, how they implement it on the ground. I'm talking about the learning. Definitely very important. Point number three, calculation of return on investment in terms of figures, data, pie chart, bar chart, whatever you might call it, the economic part of it. I spend X amount, 5 lakhs. What do I get end of the year? Do I get better business, better performance? I need figures. So ROI calculation is a scientific way and is, of course, need to be done. Some pointers before I go ahead deep into this module. Organizations who don't believe in training their employees, this is not for you. ROI calculation is not for you because you don't do training. What's the point? Where are you going to calculate? You are not interested. Hire and fire people. What's the point? You train, they leave, they learn, they go and perform somewhere else. You're draining your money. So not for you as well. High attrition rate, people leave. You don't fire, they leave, they don't like it. But you're training them, they're leaving. It's a waste of money. But for a stable organization, yes, people who believe in training, who have a calendar of training, who don't have hire and fire policies and attrition rate is low, this is for you. Again, ROI calculation not needed at all. Don't bother. For whom? Tick mark training. My managers told pan India training to be done. CEO has given the direction. 2 training in eastern region, 2 training in west, 3 in south. No, no, no. This is tick mark training. You're not doing it because you want something out of it. So why calculate ROI? You tick it. Yes, I have done it. Good. Your bosses are happy. You get a promotion. ROI calculation is not for you. No TNA report. Then on what basis you did the training? Now you are going to calculate the ROI. Useless. No trainee trained, number of trainees trained. On the whiteboard you write down 100 people in east, 200 in west, 300 in south, 400 in north. This number game, if you are into, and you're sending it to your seniors and you get direction, how many people? ROI is of no use for you. Theoretical training, people who go through PowerPoints or videos, just read them, learn them, and do the assessment or get certifications only, not for you. Then for whom? Yes, well planned calendar. Companies who have HRs who have well planned calendar, well planned budget. Yes, complete TNA report is done. You can then calculate ROI and it is feasible and makes sense. Quality, not quantity. How many people? Quality, how many hours? What kind of training? What is the impact? How well he or she is doing the monitoring, implementation, feedback from his line managers. That's the kind of people who need to calculate ROI. Activity based, kinesthetic approach, experiential learning. Yes, you can then think of getting something out of the investment. Yes. Next, then for whom is ROI calculation needed? Already discussed a few. Now specific, for what reason, for whom? People who want to reduce customer complaints. Yes, you can do training and then calculate ROI. How many customer complaints has reduced, DSAT scores have reduced. Yes, of course you have to take the number of people into account, how many people trained, how many untrained, what is their performance versus people who are trained. Scientific process. Attitude and behavioral change, yes, definitely ROI can be calculated and seen after implementation. Improved communication or not, yes, definitely in terms of improved communication ROI can be calculated. Increased productivity, definitely in manufacturing units, in IT sector, in hospitality, in any production unit, yes. Heavy industries, yes. Better sales figures, yes. Retail, malls, sales of IT products, online, offline, B2B, B2C, yes, definitely offshore, onshore, yes. Number of clients acquisition, pre-sales, yes. How many customer acquisition done, how many converted, yes. You can compare data. Leadership development, that's a long process, but definitely yes. The impact on their teams, the relationship between their teams, performance of the entire unit, yes. Now we are talking about a little about the definition. What is ROI? In short, ROI is the total investment towards the training program that a company has made to the relative advantage gained in terms of the tangible improvement in terms of the following. Productivity already discussed, yes. Customer feedback, definitely if CSAT increases, customer is giving good feedback after the training. Those people, again, you have to map only for those people who have gone through this program and entire program, not just sat for 2 programs or came back in between. No, people who have done the entire 80 hours course, 40 hours course, 10, whatever number of hours course. Number of items processed, again in terms of performance. Number of calls per hour in BPOs and call centers, definitely. Amount of data processed in and percentage of error reduced, again in data processing and other banking sectors, back office work. And happiness index, don't be surprised, it's important. If the training is done, ROI is good, employees are not happy, from what magic are they going to interact with customer and make their customers happy? If the employees are not happy after the training, their happiness is not increased, the culture is not bettered, the philosophy of work has become positive, they will pass it on to the customers naturally. So that is also an important part of this calculation. After 2 months, after 6 months, after one, you don't calculate ROI next day. So if you see after, say, customer feedback, quality, productivity, timeliness, if you see in this data, suppose 2 months it was here, 6 months it got better, 1 year that means the training has worked, ROI is good, you can calculate. Again, calculate in terms of, so you have to give time over a period of time, again a long period of time. You have to take variables and various aspects of the training, whatever modules, and then calculate all these things and make statistical data. You can compare data, you can do so many things. What all can be included in the ROI calculation? Included apart from this post assessment, yes, inputs from line managers after the training and implementation of the learning, customer feedback, learner like and feedback already mentioned, third party assessment, you can do that, yes. Mystery customers walk in before and after and see the change, comparison of data of pre, post and mid analysis and assessments. Of course, all these factors also part of the ROI calculation. That's all from me once again, friends. I hope even this video will be useful for you. Keep watching the pep talk and have a great day ahead. Be well, be safe.